Well, we're closing in on a deadline here, which is good to know. Shit's over soon. Can you imagine what Karla Homolka's lawyer was thinking when she got with him and she's like, "My husband Paul is the Canadian rapist, and I was there through the murders and rapes, and we have videotapes of it." He had to have been thinking, "Holy shit." Karla Homolka gave up her own sister. She loved this man like so desperately that she participated in all his rapes. And one year on Christmas, Carla drugged her sister and let Paul have his way. It's extremely hot, but they're such fuck ups. And then Carla performed oral sex on her. She died because they gave her a bunch of booze. She choked on vomit and died. And somehow it was ruled an accidental death. She had halothane burns all over her face. They used halothane to knock her out, and they videotaped it. And after she died, Paul was still obsessed with fucking Carla's little sister, and she would role play. It's fucking hot if they weren't such fuck ups and killing people. Then they started abducting girls and videotaping it, and it seemed like it took them a while to get up enough nerve to kill each girl. And videotaping them all, tons and tons of videotape they used, tons, just like I would have. I wouldn't have hurt anybody though, but tons and tons of videotape. You know that somewhere in the underground, you could probably get. Little Milaba found it on the internet. She found it on the dark web, where to get copies of Carlo Molca and Paul Bernardino's. What was that his name? Paul Jason Teal or whatever his name was. Videos to get the videos. They were leaked by I don't know. It would have to be law enforcement at that point. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? She found that shit on the dark web. Somewhere out there on the dark web, there is videos of that. You could see it. They should make a website for that. It would be one of the best websites ever. Just that would be a revolutionary thing. You can go on there and you can find the when David Berkowitz was running around with that cult, whatever it was, the Process Church or whatever group he was with, they were all trading a community gun to do those killings, but they were videotaping those snuffs. Somewhere out there in the world, they're floating around there to David Berkowitz snuff films, whack films with like an 8 millimeter, 16 millimeter camera. Paul didn't know how good he had it. Where can I find a desperate hoe that will just go for anything like that, like Karla Homolka? She really, that's a keeper. And he would play her every time she thought he was going to leave. She would too. Actually, find a bitch and bring it home. Call him on the phone and be like, I have a surprise for you." Then he'd come home and there'd be some 15-year-old, 14-year-old girl there, knocked out. Paul's like, "Oh shit, where the fuck is the video camera?" And he got to work. I'd have respect for him if they didn't kill or injure these girls. But rape is not funny and it's not cool. They should have. They should, but I mean, that's where some of the inspiration from Natural Born Killers came from. Mickey and Mallory. That's what was genius about that movie is they combined all pop culture into one fucking thing. They combined Manson. They combined everybody. Can you imagine that? You're dating the big sister, and the big sister's role playing the little sister for you. Somewhere out there, those videos are around. Fucking Homolka. Dude named him. He changed his name to another rapist name. He was content with who he was. There was another rapist going around Teal, so he changed his name to Teal. He changed his middle name to Jason after Friday the 13th. That's a sick fuck. Hey, Paul, I like to fuck 14-year-olds too, but easy now. I get that's how they got caught. He beat the shit out of her though. He beat her fucking bad. If you look at those videos, and she's like, "Fuck it." Did Karla get out or is she still in prison? I should write to her. Yeah, but this shit's got to end soon, dude. We got to get where we're going.